All right. The shock of the day, if you will. I mean, I guess. Munetaka Murakami, 2 years, $34 million to the White Sox. Yes, you heard that right. The White Sox. Was this a sign of his market, or does this actually help the White Sox, or both?
Uh, I don't I don't know. I don't know if he helps the White Sox or not. I don't know what to make of this guy. He's 25, turns 26 before the season starts. He's young. He's got elite level power, elite exit velocity, tons of swing and miss, poor defense. I look at it as this is a kind of a low cost flyer for the White Sox to try to find a middle of the order bat to complement all the kids coming up. Does he help them? I don't know what he ends up doing, but I do think this is a pretty big sign of his market. And when I was reading today, there were a number of teams that were talking to him about longer deals at less average annual value. He didn't want that. The White Sox offered the best average annual value, so he chose to take the shorter deal with the higher AAV because he's going to be a free agent again when he's 28. So, like, if he comes to Major League Baseball and mashes like he thinks he will, he's a free agent again in 2 years. If he comes to MLB and falls flat on his face, well, at least he made some money when he goes back to Japan. So
Yeah.
I think for him, it's the perfect situation. If I rake, I'll go get paid. If I don't, at least I made enough that it wasn't a waste, and I can go back to Japan. And I'll be curious how he performs.
Yeah. Yeah, Chad, it's a prove it deal. Completely agree with that. Mike says no market for him, and this gives him the easiest path to everyday at bats. 1,000%.
Yep.
Right. And there is zero pressure in Chicago. Zero. No media market, no pressure to win, no
Yeah.
pressure to perform. Goodness. So
Also, no help in the
ideally,
lineup though.
well, I mean, you say that, but the White Sox do have some nice young kids that are going to take another step forward. Like Meadroth is an on-base machine. If he can
Yep.
get on before Murakami, that gives him a chance to drop and drive. And we all know that's what pays.
Yep.
Drop and drive is what pays. He can literally just show up for 2 years and take his hacks in Chicago and hope he connects on 50 of them. Because if he does, you're right, he's gonna get paid no
Yeah.
matter what the strikeouts look like.
He could become the poor man's Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah. Um, I couldn't believe it myself. A spark for a team on life support when it comes to success. And that's a great statement, Curtis. I
Yeah.
think you nailed it kind of in one statement there. I mean, the White Sox have been irrelevant for, I mean, let's count it since 2005,
Yeah. 20
right? I,
years.
I mean, well, 2020, they were actually pretty good, but that's 2020.
Yeah. It was
Um, yeah. So, I
one,
mean,
one and done.
yeah, exactly. Um, So yeah, I think this will actually help the White Sox if he is any resemblance of what he was in Japan. Now, I'm with you. It's a humongous question mark. No idea what he's going to bring to Major League pitching and his approach to the plate. So, and who knows? Major League hitting coaches could tweak it and it could either help him tremendously or he epically fails. And I don't think there's much room for anything in between. It's going to be one or the other.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And I think Aaron makes a good point here. I think that what Murakami provides is not might be more so what he does for Montgomery, which is he provides a backdrop for Montgomery. You know, you're not going to want to put Montgomery on base with this guy standing in the on deck circle who could lose a ball into the night. So I think this does actually help Montgomery a little bit, get him some protection, maybe less so Murakami, but it's again like Nick said, and I downplay the White Sox guys, just have no faith. That lineup is not terrible. There's some young players that are coming up. Montgomery was in the top 5 in home runs in Major League Baseball the second half of last year. Like that lineup's come a long way in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping Murakami in the middle of it, might help some of those younger kids get some protection, see better pitches. We don't know what we're going to get out of him. But again, with the posting fee, the posting fee is like $6.5 million on top of that. So you're talking about a $40 million commitment to a guy who could be great and could be awful, but it's not the worst move you could make. but it definitely is a commentary on his market. The fact that teams just aren't buying him as a major leaguer.
Yeah, that 2 comments right back to back, pretty good. John Carter, somewhere between Nishioka and Otani, and then Curtis backs that up with he's either going to be Godzilla or Chihuahua, either or.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
both are true.
yeah, it's do we see the White Sox out of 5th place?
No, not yet.
You think the Twins have what it takes?
Well, I don't. Maybe. I mean, the Twins were actually relatively exciting late last year to watch, but I do think the White Sox probably have the upper hand on them because you do have all those young kids that you only saw for part of last year. They're all going to be up there for the whole year. So, I mean, the White Sox are probably right there with the Twins, maybe a bit ahead.
The Twins did get Josh Bell, Harrison.
They sure did.
Okay, moving on.
I don't think anybody else was trying to get him, though.
Yeah. And that's if Buxton can stay on the field for another full season. And if somehow they can get Royce Lewis into that lineup for more than 5 games in a row.
We should rename Royce Lewis. I feel like Royce, you feel like Rolls Royce. It's more like Kia Lewis because it's always broken down.
Oh, goodness gracious. It's bad. But, White Sox Rockies 2026 World Series.
I'm here for
Love it. Yeah. Yeah. Josh Bell does nothing for me. Yeah, man.
White Sox 54 and 108.
Twins and Pale Hose tie for 4th, 34 games back. Fair, like that prediction. And yeah, Josh Bell does nothing for me. Yeah. And
he's done nothing for a lot of teams, John. You're not alone. That guy keeps getting paid though.
The Twins and White Sox would both lose in a 5-game series against each other.
There are no winners in that series.